Hello everyone, it is Boulder the Bear 92, aka the 392, aka you know who. I'm bringing to you from my room, as usual, a gameplay. And this was supposed to be Friday's gameplay. And for everyone that knows my schedule, I record Monday through Friday. And that's when I upload videos. And Friday is always a good gameplay that ends the week. And it's always like the finisher. And it's always like the best gameplay in the entire week, and I wanted to bring it, and I know that I didn't upload it this Friday, but I uploaded it today to bring in bring a important topic at hand, and I thought I would be creative to commentate about this, and so I uploaded it today, and today is the it's a 10th year since 9/11 happened, and I wasn't affected by 9/11. Actually, everyone was technically, but I didn't lose any family members. I didn't lose anything like that because of 9/11. But it was I wanted to talk about it because you never really notice that many commentators on YouTube, mostly even Call of Duty commentators, if anything, talk about this kind of a topic, and I thought that I should bring it to you because it would be something different, and I thought you guys would think it would be something different, and I think it's something important to acknowledge, mostly because we play these Call of Duty games and most people never really see it. Everyone says it's bad for kids to play these games, but what kids don't notice is that they don't even see it as a war game. They just see it as a cool game. You just kill each other. It's nothing. It's just a game. It's nothing like it's not a war game. It's just a game. And people and kids especially, never really realize what is going on throughout the world, and it's war. It's ugly. And a lot of kids, and you don't learn this until later years, when the schools say that it's appropriate for children to learn these things now. All the gruesome parts of war, and it's really important. 9/11, and even though I am turning 15 on the 18th of September. And 9/11 happened 10 years ago, so I was 4 turning 5, and I barely remember anything happening, and most people around my age and more don't remember anything really at all, neither. So it wasn't really that important to us, and it's not really thought about that much, but it was something to really think about. Like, this was the first attack on American soil ever since Pearl Harbor, and it was a big deal how terrorists hijacked several planes, flying 2 into the Twin Towers, I think 1 or 2 at the Pentagon, and 1 was going for the White House in D.C., but thank God the passengers actually stood up and crashed the plane to save the White House and to save all the other civilians that were going to get hurt at this time, and they sacrificed their own life to save others, and that was actually a really heroic thing that happened at the time, and it was just, it's always something to think about, and and just to think that the courage of these individuals was to actually give their own lives for others, and God knows what else would happen. The president would probably be dead. It doesn't. You don't even know. It's crazy to think about, but there was a lot of, and it was not even just only a bad time. Really, it was this time. Actually, the truth is that it brought us all together as a country, and the number of people that signed up for the military, and it really brought our entire country together, and the patriotism of the United States went up beyond belief, and everyone just wanted, as so many people signed up for the military to defend their country because they cared so much for their country. It was, my point is being that I'm talking about this topic because I knew it would be something different and something interesting to talk about. And considering we play video games that are based off of war and modern things and past things going on in the world, it's a really interesting topic to talk about, since people never really think about these things. All they're doing is just playing a video game. And it's really crazy that, like, it just brought our it wasn't just a tragic thing that happened to us, it was a thing that brought our country together. It's really weird to think about, but it was, and it's a huge topic, and it's crazy to think that it was quad fail. It was a really crazy thing to think about, that it was 10 years ago, and we don't even remember anything about it, and no one thinks about this. It's a really something that you never would think about, and that's why I wanted to bring it up today, and I thought that would be an interesting topic. And it was really tragic, and it was really evil what the terrorists did, hijacking those planes, not just sacrificing themselves to kill all the innocent civilians, but also target not just innocent civilians, but target the world's stock market. Like, this affected even other countries, not just the United States, because they targeted the World Trade Center, and that hurt the profits of every single individual in the world, like country in the world. And so it didn't just affect the United States, but it was a strike on our own soil. And most people don't even know this, but there were way more than just there were so many casualties, and injured people, and not just injured people, but people that died at there were children. There was actually a preschool by the Twin Towers, and those children at the preschool were dead, and they were killed because of the planes crashing into the Twin Towers, and then were found under the rubble of the two buildings. It's really crazy to think about, and I don't want to go. I don't know if I want to go any more in depth, but I wanted to talk about this once again because no one, I don't think any other commentator has thought about this, and we actually talked about it Friday. Even though it wasn't 9/11, we still talked about it, and we also did something to show that we care for 9/11, and it was just it was interesting how we talked about it and stuff, and not every single class, but we talked about it in AE, and I just thought it would be an interesting topic for me to bring to YouTube and share with you all. And if you enjoyed this commentary and you support the patriotism of the United States, and you support this, please leave a like just for the remembrance of 9/11, and even to be more nice, if you want to do this, it would be nice. Share your story. What do you remember from 9/11? What happened? What were you doing when 9/11 happened? You were probably even my age, or maybe even watching this video, you weren't even born yet. So it's something interesting to think about. I don't know how old my viewers are mostly, but most of them are my age. And that's pretty much it. I thank you for watching. It was a great gameplay, and I think that the commentary was good. If you think so, please leave a like, and not just to show support for me, but show support for the ones that lost loved ones during this time. And yeah, so I will talk to you all later. Tomorrow, Monday, my vlog is up, and then we'll talk about the rest of the week and what's coming up. A lot of stuff is coming up, a lot of cool stuff, so don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you all later, and goodbye.